Constantine's innovations did not create an immortal state, but they created habits of survival. They left behind a blueprint, stable coin, a responsive army, layered defenses, and a capital placed where the world's wealth could be watched and harnessed. The name Byzantine would come later, a label given by scholars to an empire that called itself Roman to the end. But the shape of that later empire, its resilience, its administrative sophistication, its ability to endure when the West fell away, was already forming in the stone courses of Constantinople's walls. To understand why this city could become more than a capital, more than a symbol, it is necessary to return to what it had been before Constantine touched it, a modest Greek settlement that seemed at first glance an unlikely heir to Rome's grandeur. And yet, within that smallness, there was a strategic appeal that emperors had sought since the Panic of Years, like 193, taught them that the center of power must never again be so vulnerable. Byzantium began as an unassuming city with a legacy older than Rome's empire, but far less glorious in imperial memory. It sat where currents converged and where the land narrowed, a place defined by its straits. The Bosporus was not only water, it was a lever that could move economies. Whoever held it could influence the flow of goods from the grain rich shores of the Black Sea and the trade arteries that reached deep into Asia. Constantine saw more than a port. He saw a throne anchored in geography. Rome, for all its grandeur, was increasingly distant from the empire's most critical zones. The richest provinces lay in the east, the most persistent rival powers pressed along eastern frontiers.